I don't know how many times we've been under a tornado watch this year, but it's been quite a few. So today's May the 20th, about 10 after 7. Tonight we're under another one right now, currently in our area till about 1 o'clock in the morning. It's extremely humid and it's really funky the way that it normally is. Anybody who lives around here in the southeast, they know what I'm talking about how that feels. So we'll just take it and however it comes. I've been doing storm work this year every week since the last day of March, and been quite a lot of trees off of houses so far this year, and seen a lot of damage, a lot of things tore up. So the thing about trees is you need to be proactive. Love trees. Trees are good. They're shade. They provide a lot of things for wildlife. All things around. They're beautiful. However, you need to keep your eye on them, be proactive about them. And what I mean is, like right now, the ground is saturated, just wet as can be. And with it being wet, it allows those trees to foliage out like crazy. If there's moisture, they're gonna foliage. And then they start putting on fruit and sweet gums, gumballs, hickories, hickory nuts, oak trees, acorns, pecan trees, pecans. So you get all that foliage, you look up in that tree, it's carrying a lot more weight than it does during the wintertime. And also all the sap is up in the tree too. So you got all that water weight up there. Ground's wet. It don't take much of a wind to bring a tree down. Sometimes it can be heavy enough up top, even without a wind, it can weight enough and bring itself down just out of the middle of nowhere. If you have a lightning struck tree in your yard, really consider taking that thing down, because a lightning strike can compromise a tree so bad. If you've got a target in your yard, if it's out there away from anything, say if that sweet gum right there got hit by lightning, and it didn't kill it, leave it standing there. It's no big deal. But if it's up by a building structure, targets are vehicles, buildings, anything of value that means something to you that you don't want totaled out, you really need to consider taking that tree down. If you got a codominant stem is a forked stem where it comes up, and it's got two distinct trees come out of it. The codominant part in the middle of it right there, there's no holding wood in that at all. So at any time, those things, there's two separate entities. And if it's at the ground, it's a lot of times even worse. Just pay attention to what's around. Again, if it's no targets around, no big, who cares if it falls? It falls. Just clean it up. But in the event that a tree hits something on your property, whether it's a vehicle, equipment, building, any kind of structure, man, nobody comes out on that deal. I'm here to tell you, nobody comes out on it. It's a huge inconvenience for the property owner. If it hits the house, tears the house up, you got to possibly move out, be out of it for months on end, because time everything goes through all the right channels. Sometimes it takes a while to get everything where it needs to be. Get a contractor in there, get your stuff fixed back up. And I mean, a tree hits your house, tears your Romex, all your wiring up in your house. I mean, it can hit on this side of the house and snatch wiring out on the opposite end of the house. It can pull it out of plugs, switches, whatever. Wrecks your HVAC system, all your duct work, and it can destroy your plumbing too. But just a huge inconvenience. But if you can be proactive and just kind of keep an eye on your trees, if you see something that's ground starting to lift on it, around the root crown. Of course, bad thing about it is where the footprint of a house is, that's where a hole where sunlight is. So if you got trees around it, typically they're going to grow out over your roof, and they're going to curve, and they're going to go over the roof, and they're trying to get to that sunlight. They're drug addicts for water and sunlight. So if you're proactive and you get things taken care of before we have a storm, even though you do that, it's not going to guarantee something not smash your property, but it can make a huge difference on, the outcome of things when we do have a storm brew up and what have you. Hope everybody stays safe, and I'm kind of ready for this stuff to be done. But I'm here if you need me. My email's down below. You can contact me. and everything. So, yep. So I'm about to get a couple saws ready, grease the Hyundai in there, and get it ready for war tomorrow, I guess. So we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.